even if I touch a meal. And do it through the pain, I don't need the pain. And life gon' get me down, but it won't break my will. Cause I've been chasing this so long, I can't give up. I won't give in, been through too much. I done prayed for the money, I done prayed for the fame. I done prayed that I will make a sacrifice and play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed that I will make it bring glory to my name.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, this podcast is brought to you by Final Form Supplements. Final Form Supplements is a supplement brand with honesty labeling. So the labeling in supplements is Wild Wild West. Sometimes labels aren't honest. They have things in there that's on in there. We don't have to worry about that with Final Form Supplements. We got everything you need from protein powder, creatine, skin care, soap for your skin, handcrafted soap, and we have all kinds of things. Go to finalformsubs.com, that's SUPPS, finalformsubs.com, use promo code COACHDRIB, all caps, no space, get 10% off your order, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe on whichever video you're watching here at Ivy Talks Podcast Network, and enjoy the show.
Have like, you know how you can hit tab or whatever on like Windows, and then like well, not on Windows, not tab, but like the little Windows icon, and then you can have like Internet Explorer up and then like another tab or like Excel sheet. It was doing that. It was doing it on its own, and it was like popping in and out, and I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, whatever. Yeah, I just quit everything, like the apps and all that, so hasn't done it yet.
Let's clear it out.
Yeah.
You watch any football this week, bro? I know you're not really big into football, but you watch any?
No, I mean, I caught like a little glimpses and everything of it. I got some questions for you though, bro.
For football?
Yeah, man, just like the Florida State thing, like 0-2, like what are you giving them the it's 2 games to the season, or you're just like, bro, that's a bad start off or whatever. So like, what's your take on that, just to kind of kick it off and everything like that, and just what they need to do, or what the issue is and everything. So
it's hard to say. Well, first game's hard to say because in the very beginning, you don't know how good these teams are, because we could go down the road and Georgia Tech and Boston College could end up being top 25 teams, right? Very unlikely for Georgia Tech, but it's possible that they end up being like a 2-loss, 1-loss team. So it's hard to say, but I will say it's just tough quarterback play.
do you think DJ's even good, or he's just having a rough start?
I don't want to say he's not good. I do think he's having a rough start. Some of the passes he's making, I saw a handful of passes where guys are like wide open. Like there's one play, I believe it was to the tight end. They was 3rd and like 8. Tight end was wide open 15 yards downfield. So it's a first down, worst case scenario. And he just throws a bad ball to it was a busted coverage. Tight end's wide open. Nobody around him. So when they throw the ball, it shoots to the tight end. He's wide ass open. And he just missed the ball because it was a terribly thrown ball. It would have been a first down. He potentially could have ran a few more yards because there's nobody really around him. No, he threw it like it was almost at the dirt. So he threw it at him, but the ball was like a duck and it was going downward. So he had to try to get an awkward angle down to get it, and he just missed it. It was just a bad ball. Even if it was a duck and he threw it in the chest area, dude has a shot to catch it on the run and go, because I believe it's hard to say because they didn't show the receiver. I don't know if it was the slot or if it was a tight end or if it was a tight end out of the slot. But anyway, I couldn't tell where he was lined up, but it looked like he was running a 10-yard in or a dig. So he could have caught it on just small things like that. Just some of the passes, I'm just like, I don't know if it's the first couple games. He's nervous. He's trying to knock the rust off. He's trying to get in the groove. Because every now and then you do have a quarterback that goes through these throwing slumps where there's some passes that should be guaranteed, but, the ball comes off. It's just coming off weird. So I don't know, but I would not be surprised if he starts playing bad this next game and gets benched halfway through the game. Because at some point, even though he's your starter, at some point, if a guy's not playing well and he's, it's costing you games, At some point, it's next man up.
Y'all are ranked preseason number 10. That's bad.
And not anymore. Like at some point, you gotta next man up. Like he's not getting it done, next man up. Whoever the number 2 quarterback, at some point, it's like, all right, get ready, because 3 games, first 2. Like if I'm a coach, I'm gonna get you got the first. If you shit the bed the first game, you got the second game. We can't have 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
So after the first game, I'll give you that. We'll correct the mistake, see how practice. Obviously, we're not there at practice too, which is hard for me to
You're
judge.
bowl game jeopardy now, like really bad.
Yeah. So like I said, like it's hard for me to judge off of just gameplay because I got to see how they're practicing. Because he might be practicing really, really well, and just when he gets in the game, he's trying to figure it out. So, but I do think it comes down to quarterback play. If we're being completely honest, because they were. Hold on, I'm trying to find the stats for the game. Let's go to week 1. So they lost to Georgia Tech. Hold up. Here we go. Let's look at the rest of their schedule as while we're here. So they lost Boston College. They got Memphis. Memphis is no pushover. Then they got Cal, SMU, Clemson, Duke, Miami, Florida, North Carolina, Notre Dame, Charleston Southern, Florida. They don't have the easiest schedule coming up. They got some they should win, like Charleston Southern, SMU should be a good one. They should take that home. Memphis, there's no guarantee on Memphis. There's no guarantee on Cal. There's no guarantee on Clemson. There's no guarantee on Duke. No guarantee on Miami. No guarantee on North Carolina. Damn sure no guarantee on Notre Dame.
Miami's playing good right now.
So I'm saying, bro. So it's not like they got games where they kind of take it easy. I mean, they have one, but it's the second to last game of the season. At that point, you can't be taking it easy. So
shitty situation, man.
They're 61st in total yards. They're 98th in passing. They're 213th in rushing. They got to get the run game going. It's not just the quarterback. They got to get their run game going. They're averaging 60 rushing yards a game.
In 2 games?
60. In 2 games, they're averaging 60. And they played Georgia Tech first game. Mid-major school. Third down conversion, 131st. 131st. That's almost last. Third down conversion is 30%. The two biggest.
Is Georgia Tech really a mid-major school, even though they're in the ACC?
Are they ACC?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm tripping. They're Power 5.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I apologize for the disrespect.
Give them a little respect.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Any Georgia Tech fans out there, I apologize. Yep, it's not a mid-major. They are a Power 5. I apologize. But, I mean, if you're looking at a team as a whole, the 2 most important factors to winning a game is there's turnovers, getting turnovers defensively, offensively, third down conversion. Can you stay on the field when it's third down? Those are probably one of the 2 most important factors. Because if you have a high third down conversion rate, it generally turns into scoring points, where it's field goals, touchdowns. If you get turnovers, it prevents teams from getting points. And it also can lead to your offense being in better field position, momentum shifts, and it just leads to your offense getting more opportunities to score. And their third down conversion is tied for 131st, which is for a Power 5 school, really for any school. But that is absolutely terrible. If you're not a top 10 team, if your third down conversion is 131st, and for people to understand, that means they're tied for 131st out of FBS schools. So we're talking about a team that's ranked top 10 in the country. Their third down conversion is tied 131st place in FBS rankings. And that's all of FBS schools, which I believe now there's 160 FBS schools. Let me double check that.
Either way, that's ridiculous.
I'm sorry, there's 134. So they are literally like what is that? Third to last, tied third to last. There's 134 FBS teams. They're ranked 131. So you got to get the run game going. Run game is also another big factor for offensive indicators is your run game. If you don't have a run game and you can't convert on third downs, it's gonna be hard for you to win games.
No, vamos.
No. But yeah, I watched a handful of games. I low-key had my notifications on the app because I work Saturday and Sunday, so I'm not able to watch all the games. But I also watched Georgia, Clemson, A&M, and Notre Dame. I didn't get a chance to watch Mizzou, Murray State, but they won 51-0. I didn't get a chance to watch Arkansas and UAPB. Shout out UAPB. That's where my parents graduated undergrad. They won like 71-0. So for those of you that don't know that are new to the pod or has joined since we last talked about college football, I'm an SEC fanboy. So I pretty much I follow all the SEC teams. And then I'll follow like the big top 25. So I'll follow like Ohio State. I'll follow your Michigans and et cetera, et cetera. But I'm keeping up with all that. Bro, I wish Mark was here. Anchor down, baby.
Yeah, that was a big win.
I'm not gonna fake it. Vanderbilt looks pretty good this year. Now, granted, I know they haven't started SEC play, and they just they beat the team they just played wasn't not a terrible team. Bro, who they just played?
No, Virginia Tech. I said South Carolina. My fault.
Yeah, Virginia Tech, right. But Vandy looks good. Their defense looks pretty solid. So we'll see here once they start SEC play. SEC play is a different beast, but they don't look bad, bro. They look pretty good. And people don't know, but I'm a low-key Vandy fan. Like, I grew up in Nashville. I was gonna go to Vanderbilt for college ball, but James Franklin ended up leaving. So like the whole recruiting process kind of fell through. Because James Franklin was the one that was like, he changed that program with those 2 back-to-back bowl seasons. Mm-hmm. But I'm a low-key Vandy fan, man. So I actually enjoy watching them win and succeed. But it's just, it's just tough for Vanderbilt because recruiting is just hard for them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, bro. Hang on. Let me pause this real quick. So Calvin, we haven't talked any football. We haven't talked any basketball in a minute. Those of y'all don't know, y'all should check out the NBA coverage. Me and my co-host here, Mr. Williams, because we're bro. I was looking. Basketball's right around the bro. My favorite time of the year is November.
Football is doing football.
You have football and basketball at the same time, bro. I am locked in. Bro, I'm locked in all of it. So I do want to ask you.
Pro and professionally, pro in college. I'm a fucking dumbass.
Well, at this point, NIL is basically pro. But if you've been like keeping into any like the things going on in the NBA, or like, I know we're not on the NBA covers, but I kind of want to pick your brain up. Like, what are you looking forward to this upcoming NBA season in terms of guys on new teams? Because like, Paul George is now with the 76ers, right?
Yeah.
Paul George is the 76ers. Obviously, got LeBron going into his 22nd season in the NBA, which he's only one other person has done that. You got guys like Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert and Karl-Anthony Towns trying to run it back up. You got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander trying to, make it further because they were also favored, because I believe they were a top 2 in the West, right there with Timberwolves, OKC, and those guys up there. And you also got the Celtics with Jason Tatum, with how the Olympics went. So he's got a lot to prove there. Jaylen Brown not making it. He's got a lot. Like, well, what are you looking forward to this upcoming NBA season? Ew, that water is gross.
To be honest,
brought to you by Black Buffalo. Not really.
I'm really more interested because we know like the West is going to be a dogfight. We know that's going to be a dogfight. Like on out, it's been like that the past like what, like 3 or 4 years, fairly, what you would say?
Yeah, yeah.
It's been a dogfight. Um, what I'm really looking forward to is to see just how Paul George plays with Joel.
Joel.
Joel can be healthy and just how all that mixes up together. Um, Really excited to see how just Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown just comes off of that, just hold that whole ordeal and everything. Um, Man, that's really the only really big things that I'm looking forward to and everything. Um,
What are your thoughts on Chris Paul with the Spurs with Victor?
I don't, I honestly don't think anything is gonna happen out of that. I
You
really
think
don't.
you think they
I don't think they're gonna go a playoff team like a
you think they're a play-in team? They can make the play-in, or you still think they're
maybe,
like bottom?
maybe, but like at the same time, it's like Chris Paul's old. Like, is he coming off the bench or is he starting? Like, what's that
Oh,
case?
he's definitely starting. Spurs have the
How
reason why
much are you
I
going to
think
give for Chris Paul, though? How much productivity are you going to give for Chris Paul because
I
he's
think Chris
older?
I think out of all the systems, this might fit him the best because the number one problem Spurs had last year is the lack of ball movement. They didn't have a floor general. And so I think with Chris Paul, it's going to be a good setup for him because he's not going to be the number one. He's not going to be looked at to be number one. So all he's got to do is just run the ball through Chris Paul to Victor. And then we all know Chris Paul with the pick and roll. Anytime Chris Paul has had a good, solid, offensive minded big man, he's flourished. So I think you have Victor Wembanyama. Chris Paul is going to get his little corner shots, his little mid range jumpers, but I think he's going to be more of a ball distributor. So I could see him having a like being good on the assist stats. I could see him averaging 14, 15 points a game, 8 to 10 assists. I can see him averaging a double
Forget
double
about this. Fucking Klay Thompson. I can't wait to see how that transpires and everything, too.
with Dallas. I forgot.
I forgot about that.
And Dallas is already
Oh, you breaking up bad.
Dallas, what I like about that move is Dallas made it to the finals.
You breaking up bad, fine. Like, you frozen. You're
Can you hear me?
frozen. All right, now I can see you, but it's kind of like muffled. It's like buffering or whatever the hell.
Running like this. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I had to switch to my phone because my Wi-Fi in this room does not work well on the iPad. But what I like about Dallas is I think it's a smart move for Dallas because let's say Klay Thompson can't shake back. Dallas is fine because they're already the squad they have. They made it to the finals. They're already an established team. They're already a finals contender. So
They
you
didn't have
really
Dwight
just
Powell either. He was a
right,
starter.
right. So now you pretty much are just taking a chance that even if Klay Thompson gives you, he didn't even have to be prime Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson. He just needs to be a 3-and-D guy, give you effort on defense, hit the open threes. That's really all you need from him.
If he
You
goes
know,
from like 12 to 15, I think that's solid.
right. 12 to 15 points, and then you're probably going to have to rely on him to rebound because he's a tall guard. And then if he just gets 5 rebounds, 1 or 2 assists, that's all you really need from Klay. And then I think that could put them, to that next level, potentially win the finals, or potentially. So I like that move. I like that move for Dallas. It's almost like a low risk, high reward. If he doesn't pan out, it's fine. They got guys that they can have start and have Klay come off the bench. If he turns out to give you the production you need, it's a win. You're already a fine. You just came back from the finals, so you don't got to restructure your team. You can just bank on him just hitting open threes, play defense. And his defense is underrated. He doesn't get the credit he deserves for defense, but
Yeah.
I like that move. I like that move. Speaking of NBA, you won't believe, bro. So, I got a big jersey collection, right? I did a YouTube video on my jersey collection. And so Saturday, we're walking around cleaning up the store. Somebody left a Victor Wembanyama Spurs jersey. I was like, oh shit. And so this is jerseys from Foot Locker. It's like a jersey from their fan store. So it's $120. So I'm like, oh, this person can be back for the jersey. Bro, Sunday comes up, nobody came back for it. So guess what?
You bought it?
It's in my collection. I didn't buy it. They left it. Somebody left their jersey, never came back for it all weekend. So it's hanging up in my jersey collection. I'm gonna give it like if they come back and try to get it again, I'll give it back. But if they never come back, hey, saves me a jersey.
Like, hey.
Saves me a jersey.
Hold on. Is it stitched?
I actually don't know. I don't think it's stitched. It's a nice jersey though. I don't think it's stitched though. But hey, free jersey. I'll take it. But I think Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's next on my list for the jersey. I'm gonna try to get from now. I got a rule: if I get an NBA jersey, I'm also gonna get a WNBA jersey. So I think my next NBA is Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and my next WNBA is probably gonna be. It's either gonna be Diana Taurasi or it's gonna be Breonna Stewart. One of those two. I might go Diana because it's her last season. So once the season's over, I won't be able to get that. But Stewart's fairly decently young.
I might once he gets a little bit once he's a little bit colder, I think I'm gonna get a WNBA jacket, bro. The orange one with the white. You know
The hoodie?
Yeah, bro, the hoodie. That's dope.
Yeah, the orange will go crazy.
I've been meaning to get one, bro, but I just never came past it last year to get one. And I just thought about it right when you just brought up the jerseys and everything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get me one of those, bro, because that orange one is hard.
Yeah, they're so comfortable. One Christmas I asked for a WNBA hoodie. My mom got me it was their 25th anniversary. So this was 2 or 3 years ago. Cause I think they're 27 now. But it was the 25th anniversary. And so she got me the shirt and she got me the black hoodie with the orange logo. Bro, I wore that thing so much, it started to fall apart. I wore it so much, bro. Because it doesn't really get cold enough for hoodies out here. Maybe like in February for a couple weeks it does. So I would just wear it. I'd wear it to the gym. I wore it when it got cold, and then in the summer months I wore it to the gym because I like to wear a hoodie to get a sweat going first. But yeah, it started to the fabric started to peel on it because I wore it so much and was washing it. But
Bro, yeah, I'm gonna come down to what's it called, San Antonio. I think I just got to get my ticket.
bro, when you gonna get the ticket?
So it really doesn't matter when I get the ticket because I got free flight points, but I only have enough right now to get one flight. So I'm trying to. So this month, when I pay my credit card and everything, I have enough points to buy the second ticket because I can't buy it. It's either I would buy it, get the one way through my credit card, and then buy it outright through like my credit card or whatever, however I pay it. But when you do a round trip, you can't pay half and
You can't split the
you can't
payment.
split it basically, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I'm just that's why I'm waiting to the end of this month so I can get the free flight. It does make sense.
Yeah.
So
That's how you do it.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, dog, yeah, I'll hit you up, come down there. I'll probably stay for a few days and then get back. So
And you're thinking about the third week of November or like the week of Thanksgiving.
no, Thanksgiving I'll be
With fam?
yeah. Hold on.
Because
So
The
So check.
third week of November is the last week of labs.
So check this out. So that's actually going to be the first full week because November, when November hits, it hits on a Friday. So
Mhm.
first full week is the 3rd through the 9th. And I have a wedding to go to on the 8th. And then I'll be out. Yeah, just for work purposes. Yeah, it's technically that second week of
Second full week.
yeah, second full week of work.
Do you
Sorry,
know?
I got sidetracked because I took off obviously for that second week for the 11th and everything. But now I just realized that I have that wedding and I have to put in PTO for that day too. So sorry, just all the shit kind of transpired right then. But
So, so we're so you're saying the second full week is what
yeah,
would you
from
look at?
the 11th to the 14th
Okay. And would it be during the week or that weekend?
that week. 11th to the
Okay.
14th is that Monday through Thursday.
Oh, those are the dates you would come
Yeah.
down as 11.
Yeah.
Okay, bet. During the week is actually easier than the weekend for me.
Okay. Cool.
So I'm a lot more flexible because I still have to work at UTSA, but I get done at the latest at like 2.
Hmm.
So I can move some stuff around to where I'm not gone all day. And then we gotta hit up the gym. 'Cause I still got clients, but we can hit up the gym and then those afternoons we can just chill. Cause weekends is when I work at Shoe Palace, which I could like switch to like do like opening shifts, but during the week's the easiest because we could be done and then go find stuff to do like in the evenings.
Don't you still have class in the morning?
I have my labs, but it's at like my labs are Tuesday, Wednesday at 9. I have a meeting at I have a meeting at 9 on Thursday, and then we have meetings Fridays from 10 to 12.
Okay.
But yeah, I can finesse it. And then like on certain days, I could probably just try to work from home a little bit. Or what I could do is like overwork that week before to where the stuff I want to get done the next week, I get most of that done and then just work from home outside of my labs and meetings.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I can be a little more flexible during the week, which is kind of the opposite of most people.
Yeah. That's
Calvin, would you rather be the fastest man in the world or the strongest man in the world?
ooh. Something about just being fast, dude. Just says something. You probably want to be the strongest man in the world just because you fucking lift weights and shit like
I
a
don't
mother.
know, bro. Like track was my most dominant sport. So like to be the fastest, like I know what that feels like on like a state level, the fastest in the state in the world would be crazy.
Bro,
Like
that's what I'm
break
saying. Like out of every how many people are on the earth?
I think we're at 7 billion now. We've crossed the 7 billion mark
Seven
or
billion.
8 7 8 billion.
So out of everybody on the world, you are the number one fastest.
Okay, let me ask this to get deeper. Would you rather have the world record and the 100, the 200, and the 400 win gold in those events at the Olympics? All three, the Triple Crown. I don't think anybody's ever done that before. Maybe I think Johnson might have, but to have the world record in all three events at the same time, and let's say the world record's so fast it doesn't get broken for like another 100 years.
Damn.
Or would you
Damn.
rather have the heaviest bench, heaviest squat, and heaviest deadlift, and those don't get broken for 100 years?
I would say the Olympics just because it only happens 4 years in a row.
Do they have powerlifting in the Olympics?
I don't know.
I know they have the like Olympic lift, like the hand clean and the snatch.
Because if you think about it, you only have an opportunity every 4 years for somebody to break that. You do that 100, like, bro, that's fucking, that's dumb.
Well, they could break it. They have worlds every year, so it didn't have to be breaking at the Olympics.
Oh, yeah, I guess technically, yeah. Um, I'm still going with the Olympics, man.
No, powerlifting is not in the Olympics. I think I would probably go with the strongest. Just something about having the strongest bench, strongest squat, and the strongest deadlift would be crazy. And I mean, not like for your weight class. I mean, like just outright the heaviest bench ever done. That have the heaviest of all three. I don't think anybody has. Yeah, I don't think anybody has taken the strongest bench squat and deadlift. Because usually, if you have the strongest squat, you normally don't have the strongest bench because it's hard to really focus on both at that level. I'd probably go strongest. At this point in my life, I'd go strongest. I feel like there's more utility in that in terms of like at our age. Like being the fastest is cool, but like at a certain age, it's like, I don't know, having that world record be lit, but just to be like walking down the street, yeah, I could tip over this truck. Oh, I could lift this smart car.
Yeah, that would be some shit. Yeah. No, you got a point, but I think I would still probably go with the Olympics.
I got another one for you. This was tough. This is shout out to Jandre. He's been on the Uncle Strip. We got like a little series we do where we review like movies, documentaries, etc., etc. So me, a milk car.
Oh, by documentaries and everything, I want to tell you something after we get done with this
Okay,
that you
bet, bet,
gotta
bet.
watch.
So this question was a question me, Jandre, and a milk car, one of my buddies from UTSA that works up as well here at the gym. Would you rather? This is tough. It's kind of deep or it's kind of dark. Would you rather have a uh special needs child
Damn
like
it, fine. That's
severe?
why you got to do
No,
this,
no,
dude.
no, wait. Let me get there. Special, but I
You
mean,
gotta
like,
do this shit, man.
bro, I didn't bring up this question. But
Oh,
I
okay.
have. I didn't
Okay.
bring this up, but I have a rule where I take hypotheticals very seriously, and if I get asked the hypothetical, I have to answer. You know how I operate. Only time I don't have to answer is if the person that asked me doesn't answer. That's the only time I don't have to answer. Anyway, would you rather have a mentally or special needs kid, and I mean severe to the point where you have to take care of them the rest of your life? Or would you rather find out that your child was a serial killer? So here's the question I asked. I asked, how many bodies does the serial killer have? DeAndre said that DeAndre said this person, your child, they get caught in their mid-20s, so 25. And they've been serial killing since 13. They started off the standard way, mutilating animals and stuff like that. And you don't know what's been going on. They end up getting caught. Let's just say they're suspected to have killed 25 people.
Oh shit.
Would you rather
Oh,
have a serial killer child?
okay. When you say mental, like when you say it, like special needs and everything, like what are we talking of? Like when you say severe, like
Like they can't live by themselves. You will have to take care of them the rest of the rest of your life. They won't be fit to like leave the house and be on their own.
I'll probably pick the special need kid, dude. It's
Really?
some, it's some, dude. It's something about just okay. This is how I'm thinking right now. Obviously, when they think of like Jeffrey Dahmer, you're probably like, oh, what shitty parents, like how'd he grow up like that and everything. That's what I'm thinking. That like obviously it goes back to like they blame the parents and everything for the upbringing and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no part of that because I did not raise my child any manner in that way to do that
Right.
shit. 25 bodies, bro? And you did that shit when you were 13? bro, that's like, bro, like,
It's bad.
yeah, that like, bro, that's bad. Like, and you've been doing it. The fucked up thing about it though is fine is the number of bodies and the fact that you started at a young age. So it was just like, were you tricking motherfucker? Like a lot of questions start arising out of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I said special needs at first until they gave reasons why they chose the serial killer. And the biggest thing is,
Are you saying
to
the
me,
financial part of the special needs?
no,
Is
no,
somebody
no,
yeah?
no. It's the fact that, and what the argument that they brought up was a good one. It actually swayed me to switch to serial killer because yes, you don't like it's tough that if you find out your child is a murderer, serial killer, doing all these horrendous things. But basically, it comes down to two things at the basis. One, you never really get your life, right? Like again, I wouldn't have a problem taking care of my kid, but that's
Mhm.
something you'd have to be responsible for the rest of your life. Usually as an adult, you expect to take care of your kid a bit like by take care, I mean like really take care. Obviously, certain things happen, people gotta, come back home and do things, whatever. But generally, they hit 18, they go to college, they go to work, they get a job, they get married, they start a family, they live, they eventually leave the house and you kind of become an empty nester. And when you retire, you get to do things you want to do. You don't get that, right? With a serial killer, yes, you have to deal with that. But at the end of the day, once like the court case and all that stuff's over, they serve time or whatever, you still eventually you can still move on from that, where you can still go on and live your life, even though you have this horrendous incident. And I mean, I don't have a kid, but I could empathize with how terrible that has to feel. But you can move on and live your life. So they kind of swayed me to go with the serial killer, but
This shit is fucking
I
tough.
said special needs at first, for sure. Because I was like, I mean, I have no problem. I will take care of my kids as long as I need to, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not the type that plans on retiring anyway. Even when I get to that age, I'm going to work until the day I can't. What that looks like might change when I get a certain age, but that one was tough
Yeah.
for sure. Um, what were you gonna talk about?
Bro, you got
Documentaries?
Netflix?
Huh?
You got Netflix?
Yeah.
Go watch that sports one on Michigan, bro, about the sign stealing.
Is it good? I saw that and I was like, I don't know how good this could be. It's just them stealing signs.
Bro, I think it's more about when you really look into it and everything. Obviously, they're going to say in there, like, oh, there was outside stuff that he was doing and everything. I don't really think that he was a part of that. I think that was just something just to boost the whole story and everything. But, bro, like, the dude's a fucking genius.
Harbaugh?
Huh?
You talking about the head coach,
Oh,
Harbaugh?
no, the guy that was stealing the signs and everything.
Oh,
Like, like, and I got a question for you, Finis. Was there ever such a person like on the staff or anything that looked at other coach like other like coaching staff signs and everything or signals? Like, was that ever part of Missouri or anything like that?
like stealing their signs or like trying to
Or like, or
interpret?
like, or like trying to figure out what their signs mean or whatever. And
Oh,
then,
yeah. I mean, that's a part of watching film. You're trying to figure out, like, you're looking at their hand signals, you're looking at the signs, and every time a specific picture comes up, if they're running this defense, like that's a part of the game.
all right, Finis, I want you what you just said. Remember what you just said and everything. Remember that statement that you just said and everything. Go watch that and come back to me and be like, is that technically stealing or was that dude just too fucking smart for his own good?
All right, bet. I'm gonna try to have
That's
it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna try to have it watched by next week so we can talk about it.
no, like seriously, like, because I think he just outworked everybody.
So you think it got blown up more than what it really was?
I think so, bro. There's some other shit too that he did do that I'm just like, there's some stuff that he got accused of. I'm just like, okay, that's kind of ridiculous. Then there's some other stuff too that it was like, okay, bro, like but that's off sides of like the whole situation and everything.
Right.
It's just when you see what he does and everything, you're just like, you kind of gotta respect it. Like at the end of the day, like you just look at you just like, damn, this dude wanted it. Like he literally, like you talk about a go-getter and everything, like that dude is a go-getter. So yeah, that's my only 2 cents. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. I'll check it out. I might watch it tonight while I'm cooking dinner. Because I
Yo,
don't think, well, there are a couple games. There's some WNBA games on, but
no, bro, like I think you'll really like those ones and everything. So yeah, let me know what you think about it.
bet. You got any hypotheticals, bro? Any questions you've been asked?
No, not really. Do you?
I had a couple, but I forgot 'em. I gotta start writing these things down when they come across. But nah, bro, I've just been talking sports to people, bro.
You've been talking
NFL,
what?
huh?
You been talking what?
Sports,
Sports to
since
people?
NFL season coming up. I've been talking WNBA to my WNBA friends because Angel Wilson's an absolute monster. So no, that's pretty much it, man. I think we can cut this one short since Mitch and Mark don't want to get on.
They just don't. For our listeners, they just don't mess with us no more. Mitch jumped off the face of the earth, and we just don't see him anymore. Mark joined him, I guess. So it's back to the original two.
They'll be on when they can. I might hit the group see if we can find a better day because you said you could do Wednesdays, right? Or no, not Wednesdays.
Yeah, I can't do Wednesdays. I can do Mondays, Tuesdays, obviously, and Thursdays.
I might see if they can do Monday or Thursday.
I
Because
could
obviously Tuesday.
maybe do Wednesday if it's at like 6. That's the only time, or 6:30.
I might be able to do 6:30. I probably couldn't do 6.
Okay.
But I'll hit the group because I want to get as pause with everybody on because
Yeah.
Mitch
No.
and Mark be coming with the argument because I just want to hear Mitch push Mark's buttons and stuff.
Bro, that should be so funny.
And then I gotta get Mark. Mark's gonna be our Titans correspondent. But give the people some advice before we get hop off. Give them a little something.
I ain't got no really advice. Just
Come on, man. Give them some.
I don't fucking know, bro. I don't know. Fine as you got it.
I got one for y'all. If you knew, you would do. I'll leave
No,
it
no,
at
no,
that.
no, I got one. I got one. I got
All right,
one.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Not advice, but just saying. Fine, just guess this though. Just guess what?
What?
At the end of the day gonna end, bro.
At the end of the day,
The
the
day
day
gonna
go in. It's all about what. Look, everybody has the same 24 hours as everybody else. What are you gonna do with it? So at the end of the day, day's going in. You're gonna either be 1% better or 1% worse.
You're gonna be one of these motherfuckers caught lacking.
It's gonna be your choice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, GoT615. We'll catch you guys next time. #gang. Dang, Calvin left fast as hell.
I'm gonna chase my dreams. My life has